Hello everybody, today I'm going to be reviewing the Cerapad kin from TJ Exclusives. Quick side note, this was sent to me by TJX themselves, and in no way will this alter my opinions and how I feel about this pad. This is all for content creation purposes, and this review is my own and nobody else's. To get straight into this pad, this is the kin osmium square, which is 505 by 505 millimeters, and this Cerapad kin is meant to be control based more than anything else. And the first time I actually opened it, when I first felt it, there was a huge difference when it came to my other hard pads that I have, my glass pads. This thing is ridiculously slow, very good for people who want to have control while playing their games. And honestly, I was very surprised because I didn't expect the glass pad to have such insane control. Now I have approximately used this pad for about 2 to 3 weeks now, and it's been a really good pad. I actually enjoyed it. There are a few issues that I will talk about, but right now I'm going to talk about the pros that I have, which is their insane control. I was used to control pads before, but it was only with cloth, and then I switched to hard pads and started using speed pads. And the Cerapad kin caught my attention mostly because it was control based, and I was surprised, you know, being a hard pad and whatnot. I was excited. I got the chance to try it out, so I did enjoy it for a while. After a bit, I did feel like it was getting in the way, being too slow. I had to change my sensitivity. Less freedom in a way, but overall perfect use for just a little bit, you know. I definitely realized that this pad is not actually meant for me. It was too much control in a way, which isn't a bad thing, but there are players out there who do prefer this kind of control. So it was definitely surprising regardless of anything. Now I do want to talk about a few cons that I witnessed and experienced while having this pad the past 2 to 3 weeks. Is that when trying to clean your pad and when it gets dirty, I realized that this pad specifically, it gets super dirty. I'm not exactly too sure why. I would clean it often, and when I do clean it sometimes, the color would come off. I'm not too sure if it's the coating that they use. The pad still looks the same. That's mostly the biggest con that I have, but it's not like a big deal in a way. It doesn't affect gameplay itself. You still get the same control that you would get even before cleaning it out. But that's one thing to keep noted for sure. I've been using the Sora V2 alongside their new plastic skates that they actually just released not like a week ago. They were claiming for it to be a game changer, and honestly, I definitely felt it. I also have been using edge runners as well, and when it comes to both of these different skates, before they were broken into, edge runners are quieter, plastic skates are a little louder, but when you break them in, edge runners and the plastic skates is just phenomenal. I don't know. Another thing to note about these plastic skates is that there's definitely a little bit of a control, since this is a control pad, so they don't spin as much. Now I did try this pad on something like the Super Glide, which is more of a speed pad. I definitely feel more of a glide when it comes to being on the Super Glide pad. Overall, I genuinely believe that these are kind of slower compared to something like edge runners, which is like the only other mouse skate that I have. So there's not much I can say in a way, but what I personally feel is these skates tend to run a little bit slower, and sometimes they can be a little louder. I think that although they're near perfect, they still have things to work on with these skates. Don't get discouraged about these skates. These skates do have a reason for being as loud as they are because of 3 mixtures that they use in order to have good durability on them. So definitely don't let the reason why they are so loud discourage you in buying these. I do enjoy these skates as much as I do the edge runners. When it comes to the kin, I would definitely prefer using something like edge runners. And then when it comes to anything else, especially cloth pads, these skates are phenomenal. They're really good for both cloth and glass. Definitely are game changers. It's truly up to you what you would prefer on different pads, different glass pads, cloth pads. But overall, these skates are nice. And the kin is nice. I do enjoy it, but it's not exactly meant for me in a way. I did notice more of a control for sure. And I definitely hit more shots than usual, but over time, it's not something I'm used to, and I didn't really prefer it. So if you definitely love to have an insane amount of control, the kin is nice. It's definitely nice. It's definitely nice. Just be more prepared to have dirty issues, unless that's just more of my environment. No matter how many times you wipe your pad, it's always going to have the same exact color from when you first bought it. So is this something I recommend? Yes. It's not the worst option you can pick, you know? Would I keep supporting TJX? Absolutely. They're doing a phenomenal job. The production is good. They just, you know, have these small features that they could, you know, perhaps work on, just like discoloration, and pretty much that's about it. And when it comes to the skates, potentially just like the noisiness out of it. Not the biggest deal, not the worst thing. If you want to get one yourself, definitely get it. It has very good durability. So if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you like and subscribe. Check out my other videos, my other reviews that I have as well. I have an upcoming second review, Vancer's Thrash. Follow my Twitter to stay updated on this. I'll definitely, post pictures and stuff. So check that out below, or check that out on the screen. You can see what my Twitter handle is. So if you guys enjoyed the video, plan on getting yourself a Cerapad kin, definitely go for it. Definitely go for it. Doesn't hurt. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.